Do you ever feel stuck, like life has drained your energy and nothing seems clear anymore? That's not the end. It's simply a signal that it's time to reset, restart, and refocus. Because the truth is, you already hold the power to begin again, and when you do, everything can change. Step 1, the power of resetting. There comes a point in every person's life where the weight of past mistakes, disappointments, and unfulfilled expectations begins to feel unbearable. Carrying yesterday's burdens into today does nothing but drain your spirit and cloud your vision of tomorrow. The truth is, you do not have to live endlessly tied to what happened before. You have the God-given ability to pause, to let go, and to press the reset button on your life. Resetting does not mean you are weak. It means you are wise enough to know when to stop dragging dead weight with you. It means recognizing that clinging to what is broken will not create healing, but releasing it can open the space for something new. When you choose to reset, you allow yourself to be unchained from the regrets of yesterday. The mind has a tendency to replay old memories and magnify failures, but you are not defined by those moments. A reset is an inner declaration that says, I am not my past. I am not stuck in what I could not control. I am not bound to who I was yesterday. This conscious choice is powerful because it brings a fresh start. And in that fresh start, the possibilities of life begin to expand again. Resetting is not just about erasing mistakes. It is about reprogramming your spirit to believe that a new beginning is always possible. Sometimes all it takes is a shift in your thinking, a decision to no longer be ruled by guilt or fear. Imagine the relief of laying down the heavy load and standing up lighter, clearer, and freer. That is the essence of resetting. It gives your soul permission to breathe again, to dream again, to hope again, and to walk into the present moment with strength instead of weakness. Step 2, restart with a renewed spirit. There are seasons in life where everything seems to stall, where the path forward feels blocked, and the motivation you once carried seems to have faded. It is in these moments that the idea of restarting becomes essential. Restarting does not mean you have failed. It means you are giving yourself another chance to walk in alignment with the purpose that was planted deep within you. Every sunrise is a divine reminder that yesterday's troubles do not have to control today. Each morning is an invitation to begin again with fresh energy and a spirit cleansed from the heaviness of the past. When you restart with a renewed spirit, you are no longer weighed down by the shadows of what did not work, but are instead fueled by the light of what can still be achieved. The secret to a true restart lies not in your circumstances, but in your attitude. You can be standing in the same place, facing the same challenges, yet when your spirit is renewed, the way you look at those challenges changes completely. What once felt like an obstacle can suddenly look like an opportunity. What once felt like the end can appear as the doorway to a new beginning. This transformation happens inside first. A renewed spirit breathes hope where despair once lived, courage where fear once paralyzed, and faith where doubt once shouted loudest. Restarting is not about erasing the past, but about re-entering life with a heart that has been refreshed and a mind that is determined to rise again. It is the choice to carry forward lessons instead of failures, strength instead of sorrow, and vision instead of confusion. A renewed spirit makes all things feel possible again because it shifts you from seeing only what you lost to believing deeply in what you can still create. Step 3, refocus on what truly matters. In the rush of daily living, it becomes so easy to scatter your energy in 100 different directions. The noise of the world constantly pulls at your attention. Demands from work, endless comparisons, distractions from technology, and the constant push to do more and be more. Yet in all of this busyness, what often gets neglected are the things that truly hold meaning. To refocus is to step back, silence the chaos, and bring your eyes once again to what actually nourishes your soul. It is about asking yourself, what really matters to me? What relationships deserve my time? What dreams align with my purpose? And what values do I want to live by each day? Refocusing requires discipline because distractions will always compete for your mind. But when you choose to give your attention only to what aligns with your heart, clarity begins to replace confusion. You begin to see that not everything urgent is important and not everything loud is worth listening to. When you refocus, you reclaim control over your life because your energy no longer leaks into places that drain you. Instead, it is directed toward what fills you with peace, fulfillment, and growth. There is great strength in remembering that life is not about doing everything. It is about doing the right things with intention. Refocusing reminds you to prioritize faith over fear, relationships over material possessions, and purpose over shallow achievements. It draws you back to the center of who you are and realigns your steps with where you truly want to go. In that moment of refocusing, you discover that the answers were never lost, they were simply buried beneath the noise. And once you clear away the unnecessary, you can finally see with sharpness and live with direction again. Step 5. Failure is not final. Every human being faces moments of defeat, moments where plans collapse, dreams seem to crumble, and the weight of disappointment feels unbearable. Failure can make you believe that you are unworthy, that your journey has ended, or that you are defined by what went wrong. But the truth is, failure is never the final chapter. It is only a pause in the story. It is not a wall that stops you forever, but a bend in the road that invites you to learn, adjust, and keep moving forward. The greatest breakthroughs in life often rise out of the ashes of failure, because it is in those moments of struggle that your resilience, character, and faith are tested and refined. When you fail, you are not finished. You are being reshaped. Each setback carries within it a lesson that success could never teach. Success may inflate your confidence, but failure strengthens your foundation. It reveals what needs to be corrected, what habits need to be abandoned, and what beliefs need to be built stronger. Rather than being an ending, failure is a teacher disguised in disappointment. The moment you decide to rise from it, you reclaim your power and prove that no defeat has the authority to define you. The truth is, every person who has achieved something remarkable has walked through the valley of failure. They stumbled, they fell, they doubted, but they chose not to stay down. What separates those who remain stuck from those who rise higher is the decision to believe that failure is temporary. It does not cancel your destiny, it only redirects you toward it. When you carry this understanding in your heart, you begin to see that failure is not the opposite of success. It is a necessary step on the path that leads you there. Step 5. Peace brings direction. In a world filled with noise, pressure, and constant movement, it is easy to feel overwhelmed by uncertainty and confusion. Decisions become clouded when the mind is restless and the heart is burdened with worry. Many people search endlessly for clarity, but clarity does not come from more noise. It comes from peace. When you quiet the storms inside you, the path ahead begins to reveal itself. Peace acts like still water. Only when it is calm can it reflect a clear image. In the same way, only when your heart is calm can you truly see the steps you need to take. Peace is not the absence of problems, but the presence of inner stability even in the midst of challenges. It allows you to stand still when everything around you is shifting and whisper to yourself, "I will not be shaken." This inner calm creates room for wisdom to rise, for courage to take root, and for direction to become visible. When anxiety leads, confusion follows, but when peace leads, guidance flows naturally. In stillness, you begin to sense what matters, which doors to close, and which opportunities to embrace. Without peace, decisions are rushed, mistakes are repeated, and life feels like a constant cycle of reacting rather than creating. But with peace, you begin to walk with intention instead of impulse. You learn to trust the timing of life instead of forcing outcomes. You discover that the answers you seek are not far away. They are waiting in the quiet space you create when you choose calmness over chaos. And from that place of peace, your direction becomes not only clearer, but also more certain, because it is guided by faith, wisdom, and an unshakable trust that you are being led toward the right path. Step 6. Your future is waiting. There comes a time when you must stop looking backward and begin to lift your eyes toward what lies ahead. The past has already played its role in shaping you, but it was never meant to imprison you. Too many people remain trapped in yesterday's mistakes, regrets, and disappointments, unaware that while they dwell on what is gone, their future is quietly waiting for them. The truth is, your future is not lost. It is simply waiting for you to step into it with courage and faith. Every day that dawns is proof that life has more chapters for you to write, more opportunities for you to embrace, and more purpose for you to fulfill. Your future is not defined by the limitations you once accepted or by the failures you once endured. Those moments were stepping stones, not final destinations. The beauty of the future is that it is untouched, unspoiled, and full of possibility. It does not carry the scars of your past unless you choose to bring them forward. To walk into your future, you must be willing to release the weight of yesterday and trust that what lies ahead holds more for you than what lies behind. Your future is a canvas, and the brush is in your hands. You decide what colors, what shapes, and what vision will fill it. The waiting is not passive. Your future is calling you to prepare, to strengthen your mind, to nurture your spirit, and to sharpen your focus. It calls you to believe that you are worthy of what is to come and capable of stepping into it with boldness. Every dream you carry in your heart is a seed for the future, and every step you take with faith and determination brings you closer to seeing it bloom. My friends, life is not asking you to be perfect. It is asking you to be willing. Willing to reset when the weight of the past holds you down. Willing to restart with a renewed spirit when discouragement tries to steal your hope. Willing to refocus on what truly matters when distractions blur your vision. Willing to remember that failure is not final, but only a stepping stone. Willing to embrace peace so that direction can flow into your life. And willing to step boldly into your future, knowing it is waiting for you with open arms. Today is not the end. It is the beginning of something greater. The power to reset, restart, and refocus lives inside you right now. And when you choose to activate it, no setback, no failure, and no obstacle can keep you from the life you were created to live.